Today I'm going to be talking about literally how to conquer your fears and align with the God frequency. So if you see me looking this way, it's because I have my notes over here, okay, on my computer. Hey guys, come on in. You guys know what I need you guys to do. I need you guys to show out, okay? So we in 2025, we are not going to be dealing with the fears, okay? I need you guys to come on in and show some love, right? We're not going to be dealing with the fears this year, okay? We got to understand that the fears are keeping us distracted from what we need to be focused on and what we need to be doing. You understand? Okay. So in 2025, we are going to keep control of our attention, our focus, because what we think about, what we focus on magnifies, intensifies, okay? So we're going to be talking about how to get rid of our fears so that we can align with the God frequency. Okay. So first of all, what is God frequency? I need you guys to come on in, show out, and show some love. Okay. So the God frequency, when I say I want you guys to tap into your God frequency, what I am saying is that's basically a state of being, right? It is a state of ultimate alignment. You have alignment with your higher self. You have alignment with your divine purpose and universal energy. Okay. Welcome, 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 guys. You guys know what to do. Come on in and show out. We're talking about controlling, overcoming, conquering our fears so that we are grand rising. So that we are able to align with the God frequency. All right. So in 2025, we're not feeding into these fears. We're not doing that. We're not giving people our fear, our attention, right? We are aligning with the God frequency. And like I was saying, what is the God frequency? Okay, when you see me looking over here, it's because I'm live on two platforms right now. Okay. The God frequency refers to a state of ultimate alignment with your purpose, right? With your higher self, right? With the universal energy. Okay, so it's when your thoughts, your intentions, your emotions, your actions vibrate at their highest level, right, of positivity and creation. All right, so this is often associated with unconditional love, gratitude, right? Being able to trust in the process of life, right? So we definitely want to be in alignment with the God frequency all the time, if possible, right? All right. So understanding how fear can interfere with that is very, very important. All right. I need you guys to come on in, share this live with the people that you care about. All right. This is the type of information that people need to wake up to. This is the type of information that people need to wake up to. So, have you ever felt completely in flow? Raise your hand. Have you ever felt like completely in flow? Like everything was just perfectly working out for you, everything was aligned, right? Has that ever happened to you? That is you tapping into the God frequency. That's what I mean when I say the God frequency, okay? So you'll see like athletes do this. A lot of great athletes, say Michael Jordan. Hey, Vic, mwah. Say Michael Jordan, right? There came a point where he had shot that ball so much. He had dribbled that ball so much that he didn't have to think about it, right? He was able to hop into a flow, tap into this alignment with the God frequency because he had, number one, done it enough, right? So it became a part of him. Playing basketball is like second nature, right, to someone like Michael Jordan. He doesn't have to think about it, right? He does not have to think about it. He's able to tap into that energy and utilize this flow to the best of his ability. This is why he was able to become one of the greatest athletes of all time. All right. So fear is going to interfere with that flow. When you're thinking too much, when you are worried about the outcome, how will you be able to perform? right? If before LeBron or anybody, before they shot the ball, every single time they shot the ball, they're sitting there triple thinking it, right? Overthinking it, scared it may not go in. Would they be able to be as successful as they are? No. You think long, you think wrong. You thinking too much, your mind will get in the way, right? So being able to happen to this God frequency is so beneficial to us. Super, super beneficial to us. All right. And we just have to know how to utilize this energy. And it won't be through fear. All right. So fear operates at a low vibration. We know this, right? We got gratitude all the way up here. We have fear down here. Right? So, of course, this is going to create like a static, like a disconnect between you and the God frequency, right? We're talking about hopping into that God frequency. Make sure that you guys are sharing this live with the people that you love. This is the type of information that people need to wake up to. And with all that is going on right now, we need to understand that they want you to be in fear. They want this attention that you're giving them. Okay, we just experienced it with TikTok, didn't we? We just experienced that, right? Where they're utilizing all of this fearful energy for their own purposes. But what happens when you hop into that fear? What happens when you are the one that is in fear and overthinking, right? It's fucking you up. It's fucking you up. It's getting in the way of your progress. It's getting in the way of your everyday reality. Okay? So we know that fear triggers what? Doubt. Fear triggers what? Overthinking. This is going to do what? Sabotage any manifestation that you are working on. We're not having that in 2025. Right? So imagine the God frequency as a clear radio station. Clear, very clear radio station, right? So fear is what's causing the static, the disruption, right? In the message. This is what's causing it to be impossible to really hear it clearly. The fears, the overthinking. So if God frequency is a clear radio station, remember the fears is what's causing the static. All right. Does this make sense to you? Give me a thumbs up and let me know that you are processing what I am throwing at you. All right. So let's talk about how we recognize the fear patterns. Okay. When you see me looking over here, I'm going live on two different platforms. Okay. Make sure that you guys are following me on YouTube as well as YouTube. You guys follow me on TikTok. All right. When we are done with this, if you missed any of the replay, it will be available on my YouTube channel. Okay. So let's talk about recognizing the fear patterns, signs that you're operating in fear. Okay. Signs that you're operating in fear. I hope that you manifest peace for us for forever, girl, because we need it. Okay. Let's talk about the signs. How do you know that you are operating in fear? Okay. Are you over analyzing every decision that you must make? I miss you too, but I'm here all the time. Hit that notification bell, right? If you are over analyzing every decision, that is telling you that you are operating in fear. Okay. What about if you're avoiding opportunities due to like, what if this happens? What if? So you don't participate in certain things or you don't go certain places, right? Fear, right? What if this person cheats on me? You're missing out on so much opportunity in your life when you are negatively anticipating things to happen. I talk about this with anxiety, right? I talk about this all the time. Okay. What if you are feeling stuck or unable to take action? There may be some underlying fear. Okay. Give me a thumbs up if this is making sense to you. Let me see some thumbs up in here so I can see who's up in here actually listening. I also want to see you guys showing out. Okay. Make sure that you guys are showing out and spreading some love. Okay. All right. I see a few people. Thank you so much for the gifts. All right. Okay. So, what's one fear that you feel has been holding you back? Think right now. Okay. You have to name this stuff, you have to define it so that you can take your power back. Yeah. So you can take your power back. We're not doing this in 2025. We're not suffering. We're not dealing with the drama, overthinking. We're not doing that. Victim mode. We're not doing that. Okay. Someone says, I'm fearful of getting another job because I can't get one for over a year. Absolutely. I completely understand that. Right. I completely understand that. I was laid off before and I was fearful of going into getting another job, right? Because at any moment it could be taken from you. Okay. So how are you going to overcome that, right? That's what we're going to step into now. What are the practical steps to shift into the God frequency and out of that fear? Okay. Out of that fear. So we know that we have practical steps like breathing, right? Breathing. We know that we like to breathe in with the nose and out with the mouth, right? In with the nose and out with the mouth. What is this doing? Right? This is helping you reclaim your nervous system, basically regulate it, right? I go into this when I talk about the Nikki method, right? The breathing is the fourth step of the Nikki method, okay? The Nikki method helps you stop your overthinking and helps you regulate your body so that you are not recreating a reality that you do not want. All right. So your breathing techniques are going to help you get back into alignment. All right. So there's also breathing exercises where you can alternate, right? The nostrils. All right. There's different breathing techniques. Find one that fits with you. Find one that's comfortable for you. All right. Another thing that we would want to do is reframe fear. Right? How can we reframe this fear that we have? All right. Someone says that they were scared of going back to school, right? Or being successful in school. Someone says that they were fearful of getting another job, right? How can we reframe this? Right? My goodness. It's been a long time since I had a job, but I'm so excited about the unknown. Because that's really what it is. The fear is you being scared of the unknown. You don't know what's going to happen. So what if you just change that to, oh my gosh, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm ready. I'm excited for this. Whatever happens, happens, right? It's that type of thing. See, we have to realize that we don't die when we go through these situations. Like, we're still alive, baby. You survived your trauma. You survived the things that you went through. You're still here. You are still here, right? So if you are still here, you don't have to stress too much, right? About these things, these tribulations and lessons that you have to work out in your life. Right? You know that you're strong enough. You know that you can do this. So now how can we reframe those fears so that we're able to process it in a better way? Oh my gosh, school has always been challenging for me in the past, but you know what? I love that I'm able to choose the classes that I want to take. I love that I'm pursuing something that I'm really passionate about. And there's so much information out there now that I know that if I don't understand something, I will be able to receive that information via online, or I can get a tutor. I'm going to do this. I'm excited for this, right? Hi guys, Grand Rising everyone, coming in on both platforms. Mwah. Right? So you have to reframe these fears, right? Because perception is everything. What you tell yourself, what you think is everything. Everything. Okay? Yes, the people I used to be obsessed over and now you've done your healing work and you're not obsessed over them anymore. Exactly. Right? Okay, so we're talking about practical steps to help you shift into the God frequency and out of the fear. Right? So we're talking about breathing. This is a practical step, right? You can do breathing exercises to realign yourself Okay, you can also reframe the fear. Okay, the glass is half full. It's not necessarily half empty. Well, it is, but you can choose what you decide to focus on. So let's reframe that, right? Also, affirming the opposite. Affirm the opposite. Replace the fearful thought, right, with empowering ones. Just empower. Again, it goes back to the reframing, but you can speak power over your life. You don't always have to be like, I can't do this. I mean, I suggest that you don't. I can't do this. This is too hard. How about I am strong enough? I am capable. I have a noggin. I can go to YouTube University if I need to figure something out. How about I didn't die in that last breakup? I'm strong enough to heal myself if I need to again. I'm not going to let that particular situation keep me from the fulfilling love life that I deserve. Right? Grand rising. So let's reframe these fears. Let's affirm the opposite. So many times we want to just think about the things that we don't want. We want to think about the things that aren't working out. We want to think about the things that hurt us. Why? Affirm better for yourself. Speak power over your life. You deserve it. You deserve to speak power over yourself. Does this make sense? Give me a thumbs up. I want to give you guys 2 more practical steps to help you shift out of fear and into God frequency. Into the God frequency. Give me a thumbs up if you are following so far, so I know that you are keeping up with me. Right? What about gratitude? Utilizing gratitude activation. You can utilize gratitude to activate, literally activate, right? Your God frequency, because fear is low vibrational. Gratitude is what? High vibrational. So what happens if you are expressing gratitude for the unknown, expressing gratitude for the opportunities? Did you know that fear and gratitude cannot coexist? So if you're feeling fear, the first thing you probably want to do is express gratitude. Simply listing 3 things that you are grateful for will help so tremendously, right? In those moments. Why do I feel like I can't come back to the person I need to be? I'm not sure. Without, I can't get out of my life. I think I need to understand more what you're saying. Why do I feel like I can't come back to the person I need to be? How are you currently feeling, right? What are you currently going through that makes you feel like that? And remember, we are always evolving. So do you really want to go back to being something, or should you be looking forward to and appreciating the person that you are right now? But again, I guess I need more information. Okay, so we have breathing. Okay, the old story. You can't get the old story out of your mind. Remember, what you think about, you create. What you think about, you magnify. What keeps me creating a beautiful reality is knowing that what I think about, I create. Oh, Simone, you did. Oh, it was good. It was good. Mindset Church. Did I upload that to YouTube yet? Make sure that you guys are following on YouTube, because I have been uploading the videos there. Okay. Not the actual mentorship meetings, because those are too private, but Mindset Church is most certainly on there. Okay. Fear kept me down for way too long. No more. Oh, yeah. We're out of that victim mode, right? We're not doing that this year. No way. Okay, so remember, God frequency is you being in alignment with your intentions, with your divine purpose, right? And being able to literally hop into this flow of energy, right? And consider like the God frequency like a clear radio station, right? Clear. And see, your fears come and cause static to that radio station. We can't hear the radio station clearly because you have all these fears that are getting in the way, right? That are getting in the way, right? Grand Rising, everybody. Grand Rising. Happy Monday. So the fear is going to cause you to overanalyze. The fear is going to cause you to be stagnant. The fear is going to cause you to avoid opportunities. The fear is going to cause you to feel stuck and unable to move forward. This is why we're getting rid of the fear. Here we are in 2025, y'all. We are here. It's January is almost over. Okay? We manifest by what we watch, listen to, and what surrounds us. We manifest what we are. Think about your current vibration right now regarding anything. When I say, hey, what do you think about money? If you think, oh, money is hard to come by, that's your vibration, that is your frequency, and that's what you will see in the 3D world. If I say, hey, what do you feel about true love? True love is hard to find. Boom, that's your frequency, that is your vibration, that is where you stand. And that is what you will see in the 3D world. So we manifest what we are, what we believe to be true. Okay? For instance, I can sit up here right now and I can say, I am super rich, I am filthy rich, I'm a billionaire. 20,000 times today. I can just affirm it. Just because I affirm that does not mean that $20 million is going to hop in my bank account today. No. Because I don't truly believe it yet, right? I don't truly believe that. My vibration is not a billionaire or super millionaire. That's not my vibration. That's why I don't see it in my 3D world. So affirmations are just not enough. Your thinking about it is just not enough, right? Your speaking about it is not enough. Just your actions. Everything must be in alignment. Thinking, speaking, actions, and emotions. That is what will cause your vibration. I need you guys to show out. I need you guys to show out. Anytime you are in someone's live and they are pouring into you, make sure that you are returning the favor. If you are receiving any type of messaging here, if you're receiving any type of knowledge, any type of understanding, make sure that you are returning the favor. Okay? Thumbs up are free. Roses are less than a penny. Tapping is free. Okay? Sharing is free. This is the type of information that people need to wake up to. All right? Yes, we are the embodiment of our manifestation. When we live it, when we live as if it is, then it will be so. Yes, we create in this reality by being. Like you have to be whatever it is that you want to create. And that's how you end up seeing it in the 3D world. Okay. Grand Rising to everybody. Grand Rising. Okay. How about if you're not how about if you're not feeling good generally? I believe I feel good. My body says something else. Okay. So you're saying that your body feels weak, but your mind feels strong. Give me more. All right. So taking aligned action is the last practical step that I'm going to give you to get up out of that fear, right? Small, bold steps towards your manifestations, towards your goals is going to help you overcome your fear. Those are the things that's going to disrupt that fear, right? Okay? You want to move through it, not avoid. The only way to overcome fear is to grow through it. You got to grow through it. Okay. If someone says something about us and we believe them, how do you yourself overcome that? Okay. That means if I believe something negative that someone has expressed to me about myself, then that means I need to focus on my self-love, right? I need to pour into myself. You see, the only reason why that person is saying that is because that is how you feel inside. If you want to see something different, if you want the world to love you and treat you different, you got to treat yourself different on the inside. Remember, I just said, in order to manifest here, you must be that which you desire. You must be it. Okay? You must be it. Okay? What you eat don't make someone else shit. Actually, again, the sooner, listen up, guys. The sooner that you guys can understand this, the better. When someone else says something to you, it is a reflection of something going on in here. That's it. This is how we're all living different lives, but we're all coexisting here. It's because my internal beliefs will show me a specific world. Your internal beliefs will show you a specific world. Okay? Hey, theme balloons. All right? So if you want to change something out here, change your money, change your reality, change your love life, change the way people perceive you, go within. Go within. Right? So if someone says something, let me give you an example. Say that I have a crazy idea. I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to invent this ice cream shop and I want to have a nail salon in the back of it. People would be like, okay, initially, right? When I tell someone about that, say I told my husband about that, initially he may be like, okay, that's weird, right? That is very odd. Internally, there's something within me that feels that this is odd. Yet I am still moving forward with it. But if I get this reaction, what will I do? Someone like me, a master manifester, what would I do? I'm not going to argue with them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go within and I'm going to tweak. This is going to be a great idea. I know that people are going to love this, especially women. Especially women. They're going to love being able to go to the ice cream shop and get their nails done too. This is a no-brainer. Women are going to be getting their nails done, and then their kids are going to be able to go next right here to the ice cream shop. Like, I'm going to pour into the idea, right? Pour into myself. Now, 2 days later, I step outside. I say, guess what? I'm going to invent this like ice cream shop with a nail salon in the back. What do you think? They're going to be like, oh, okay. That's kind of interesting. Never heard of that before, but I think that might be kind of cool. It's the internal tweaking of yourself that's changing this. This is why the government, this is why the higher ups, right? They invoke fear in us. They invoke certain emotions in us to change the reality. Is this making sense to you? Give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you are processing what I'm saying. They're utilizing our energy, emotions, fears to create a reality that they want. This is why it's so imperative that you are mind masters. You master your mind. Okay? We don't let other people come in and dictate how we are going to feel, because our vibration creates the what? Reality that we see. Your vibration creates the reality that you see. Okay? So I told you guys, fear is what's stopping you from getting into that God frequency. Right? I told you exactly what the God frequency was. I told you how your fear is disrupting that connection. I gave you some practical steps that you can utilize, right? If anybody needs any recaps, let me know. Now let's talk about faith over fear, because this right here is the key to manifestation. Y'all know this, right? Yes, it is. That faith, I tell you, you've got to implement faith when you want to manifest. Faith is what? High vibrational, right? This amplifies your ability to trust in the unseen. Okay, magical butterflies, I'll do a recap, right? This faith allows for you to align with divine timing. You see, what helps me be a master manifester is knowing that I'm co-creating. I'm co-creating. I'm not doing this by myself. So this means that I have to allow for divine timing. I honor divine timing, because in me honoring divine timing is me saying I have faith that the divine is going to deliver everything that I need in the appropriate time. I'm not forcing anything, right? I'm not forcing anything. Okay? So faith is going to do what? It is going to amplify your ability to trust in the unseen. Okay, faith versus, when you guys see me looking like this, I'm on 2 different platforms. I'm on TikTok and I'm on YouTube. If you are not following me on YouTube, make sure that you are. As soon as the live is over, the beautiful thing about YouTube is that that live is uploaded right away. So you'll be able to catch that recap. Waited many years for my time because I had to do the inner work to be prepared enough. Yeah. So it's not our timing, it's divine's timing. So I don't know, like, for instance, say I get into a bad breakup right now, right? And for the next 10 years, I shut off dating because I'm working on my healing, or I'm just taking my time until I'm ready. In those 10 years, could I be missing out on true love? Yes. This is what I feel. I feel like everything is perfect timing, but we miss out on opportunities all the time with fear, right? And again, this is why I'm talking about the faith, because say I go through this bad breakup, okay? When I've spent my time alone and done my necessary internal mental work, right? Which is what we should be doing, not putting things on pause. This is my opinion. This is my opinion. Thank you, honey. Okay. Not putting things on pause because life is happening. You don't know if you're going to be here tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to be here tomorrow. I must give my all today. And in the meantime, in between time, I could be missing out on opportunities because I'm not growing through those fears and moving forward with faith. Okay? So the fear versus the faith mindset, right? So think about it like this. Fear is gonna say, what if this doesn't work? What if this doesn't work? That's fear. And then faith is like, but what if it does? But what if it does? Right? We always want to lean more towards the faith. Lean more towards that faith every single day. This is how you're leaning more towards that God frequency, right? We know fear is what? Low vibrational. Faith is what? High vibrational. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. Okay. So today I'm going to challenge you guys. I want you to act as if your manifestations are already here, on its way, done. Right? Okay. So this is you stepping into faith. It's already done. I know and trust it to be true. I trust in divine timing. Now, while you're doing that, while you're waiting on divine timing, does that mean you should not be working on any healing and fears that you think you deal with? Work on it. Does this mean that you shouldn't be pouring into yourself, making sure that you are pouring self-love into yourself, you better be doing it. Okay? We have different things going on here. We have healing ourselves, and then we have mind mastery. Both are very, very imperative to manifesting the life of your dreams. Fear is always the root cause when I act out of sorts. I let it hype me up and sabotage me at times. Yes. Hey, that's him. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Right? Absolutely. I love that you said that. See, when we can self-evaluate, baby, that is half the battle. When you are able to self-evaluate and you know what's going on, that's half the battle. Some people aren't even aware. Oh, thank you, honey. Some people are present, but they're not even aware of what's going on in their life. Okay, I'll hit you on the DM. Right? So you ever met somebody who's completely clueless? I have. Okay. Oh, got to give me a ring size. You guys, any of your crystals, copper, all of that, intentional jewelry, definitely tap in with That's Him. Okay. Definitely tap in with That's Him. My ring size, I think, is a 5 something. I gotta find out. It's 6 on some fingers. 6 is good. I wasn't aware of anything. Yes. Awareness is a muscle we can build up. Otherwise, we are on autopilot. Absolutely. This is why I, in my complete identity shift program, and if you guys do not have, I think it's still on super discount. Let me change the price back. Hold on. Hold on, guys. I gotta change the price back. I was doing a super sale, super duper sale yesterday for really low. Okay. So I did just I'm honoring the discount. You guys, if you do not have your complete identity shift program, make sure that you tap in with that. My program consists of my audios, my visuals, my challenges. You discover how to, what your purpose is. I have a lot of material in there, my ebooks, all of that, right? But the beautiful thing about my program is that you get weekly mentorship with me. So every single week I have a mentorship meeting. Every other, it's either going to be on a Sunday or a Tuesday. Okay, a Sunday or a Tuesday. All right. So if you have not hopped into my mentorship, this is the time to do it. Okay, this is the time to do it. You'll definitely want to get in there. We're at the top of the year, and if I resonate with you, take advantage of this super low price one-time fee to get into my communities and get into my program, my mentorship, so that you can really catapult your dreams and manifestations this year. Okay, no excuses, right? No excuses. Oh, you're in the program? Simone says, I'm in the program, guys. Let me approve her comment. I don't know why it's blocking. Approve. Yes. Simone is in the program, guys. Please make sure that you guys, take advantage. Again, I have it on super discount right now. It's called the Complete Identity Shift Program. You guys know how to find it, all right? If we are surrounded by those we love and they are not self-aware intentionally, that's their journey and that's for them. Right? When I first started learning about manifestation 16 years ago, I wanted to tell everybody about it, and I wanted to literally shout it from the mountaintops, right? And get everybody on board. It really drained me because everybody's on their own journey, and not everybody has the ears for this information yet. So I know I've learned that it's not my responsibility to save everybody. My responsibility is to speak and teach to the people who have the ears to hear me, right? So that means that you're going to come across some people, even people that you love. And you just got to know that if you want to help them, you should be in available when they're ready. When they're ready for the information. Okay, I'm not going to lie to said the dream amount I'm manifesting. Okay. I don't think I understand I think you retype that. Simone says, I've just been out for a few weeks due to surgery, but I'm back this week. Okay, girl. Yes, would love to see you back in the mentorship meeting. Okay. So, again, remember, I'm challenging you guys, right, to take some bold steps this today. Shit, not this week, today. Take bold steps towards your goals. I want to remind you guys that there are some of you guys that are teachers, leaders, mentors out there yourself. How many of you guys are teachers and leaders and mentors? Raise your hand if you are some type of leader or teacher or mentor. Raise your hand. Because I want to let you know, baby, you better get to work if you have not been recently. Get to work. We need you in overtime. We need you right now. Right? We need you in overtime, baby. We need you pouring into this reality right now, because there's a shift going on. And we need you expressing your teachings. We need you shining your light. If there's any coaches who have been feeling fearful about getting into the spotlight and, expressing their teachings, definitely tap in with me and I can help you through that. But I am here to encourage these leaders. We need you. We need you right now, more than ever. Okay? So definitely be leaning into your purpose. Lean into your purpose. All right? Make sure that you are getting your messages to the masses as much as possible. Okay? For the coaches who need a program to sell, I do offer my complete identity shift program with resale rights. Okay? If you want to get more information about that, you can hop into my Zoom. Okay? You can go to my my TikTok profile page, or you can go to the link inside of my description here on YouTube. Okay? There will be a button that says, what does the button say? Hold on right there. Okay, the button says Identity Shift Program with Resale Rights Private Meeting. Okay, if you fill out that Zoom link and register for that Zoom link, I'll meet you on there today. Okay, during my office hours. You can come into my office hours. Okay, but no excuses. Coaches, leaders, teachers, we are calling for you. We need you more than ever. All right. So we were talking, let me recap. All right. We were talking about the God frequency, getting out of fear and allowing ourselves to really, really create this reality that we want. Right. So we're going to be conquering our fears. Hey, Brother Khalil. We're going to be conquering our fears, right? So that we can align with that frequency. When you see me looking over here, it's because I'm live on 2 platforms. Okay. So what is the God frequency, right? I let you know that this is referring to the ultimate state of being, right? This is the ultimate alignment with your higher self, with your purpose, with the universal energy, right? It's when your thoughts, your intentions, your actions vibrate, okay, at their highest level of positivity and creation. All right. So this is often associated with unconditional love, right? Gratitude, trusting in the process of life. So have you ever felt completely in the flow? Like everything was working out for you? This was you tapping into the God frequency. Okay. I need you guys showing out. All right. I need you guys showing out, giving thumbs up. Make sure that you guys are sharing. Roses are less than a penny. Okay, this will help me spread the message to the masses. We're here to spread the message to the masses, right? Okay, so I want you to understand the God frequency like it is a clear radio station. All right, your fears are blocking the frequency. Your fears are creating static in that clear radio station. Okay, all right. So fear operates at a low vibration, low vibration. So this is what creates that disconnect between you and your higher self. The higher vibrations like faith, love, and abundance. If you're operating in fear, how can you have faith? They don't coexist. If you are operating in fear, how are you experiencing love at that moment? Right? Or feeling love or feeling abundance if you're vibrating at fear. Right? So fear is going to do what? It's going to trigger your doubts. Fear is going to trigger overthinking. Okay? This sabotages your manifestation. Absolutely sabotages your manifestations. Okay? So we're talking about now recognizing those fears patterns. How do we recognize those fear patterns? Right? Signs. What are the signs? Well, maybe you're overanalyzing everything. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna work, and we got to do this, and maybe we got to do this and this and this first. You're overanalyzing everything. You're avoiding opportunities because of the what if. Well, what if this doesn't work out? Well, what if this or what if this? No, right? What if you're feeling stuck? And this is why in the Complete Identity Shift program, you need this program and mentorship. Inside of there, the first challenge is 30-day Become Unstuck challenge. That's literally breaking down everything that you need to do every single day. Okay. The LINK is in the profile. Okay. It's in the description. Complete Identity Shift program. Okay. So what's one fear that's been holding you back? I need you to declare it. When you declare it, then you're able to take your power back. You're able to control it. You're able to overcome it. Right? You're able to overcome it. So we definitely want to take practical steps to shift into that God frequency. Some things are breathing exercise. You can alternate your breathing, right? You can do deep inhales with your nose, exhaling with your mouth. There's so many different breathing techniques that you can try. Utilize the one that works for you. Some people do EFT tapping. Some people do journaling, scripting, whatever works for you. Right? But I know the breathing is going to help what? Calm your nervous system, regulate your nervous system. Okay? I need you guys showing out. Make sure that you guys are giving a thumbs up. Remember, anytime you guys stop showing out, that's telling the platform that this live is not good. And remember, we want to get this message to the masses. Wow, Sparkle. Oh my goodness. How are you, Sparkle? Oh my gosh, Sparkle has been with me since I started going live. Almost 3 years ago. When I'm really stressed, I notice I stop breathing and hold my breath. Wow. Yeah. Isn't that something? Right? So now you can be more intentional with your breathing and your breath now when you are stressed. And you can see how that will help regulate your system. I love that. Thank you for sharing that. Okay. So we talked about breathing. What about reframing your fear? Right? Reframing it. Okay. So you don't have to see fear as like something. You don't have to tap into the fear and claim it. Right? You can actually see fear as a guide, not a barrier. You can look at it like, what lesson is this trying to teach me? Why am I experiencing this, right? Everything is a lesson if you let it be. If you let it. Right? So you can reframe the fear. You can affirm the opposite, right? Replace those fearful thoughts. Replace it with empowering ones. right? I am supported. I am capable. I am lovable. I am strong. Let's reframe. Let's affirm the opposite of what our mind wants to tell us, these negative thoughts, right? Okay, Michelle says, I'm so tired of the crippling anxiety. I just want to be able to do things and not freak out. Okay, I'm going to get to my board for you. Okay, I'm going to get to my board for you. We do not have to deal with anxiety and depression and overthinking. You may be stuck in a cycle. You may be stuck in a loop, but you can get out of that. Hey, tall glass of water, grand rising. Okay. I'll get to that in just a second. Overcoming that anxiety and the fear and the worries. This is what I teach every live. And the reason why I teach it is because of this. A lot of people are dealing with anxieties, fears, overthinking, and worries. And that's going to get in the way of our manifestations. This is why I am a mindset consultant first. This is exactly why. Because a lot of us are dealing with these anxieties and stuff. That was me. Horrible panic attacks. Horrible. I love you so much. How to deal with wanting to become pregnant and do school as well, but have doubts that I can't do it. You know what? I just read an article about this doctor who has her own practice now. She's a surgeon, but she was saying how she did not wait until she did not put off having kids until after she had her practice. She actually, went through medical school and all of that with 3 pregnancies. And, she was just very intentional about the way that she scheduled herself. And she wasn't able to make every single kid's event, but she was able to make the ones that were important to them. Like, she really, really prioritized her family in the midst of that and was able to balance it. So I say, where there's a will, there is a way. Hi, Pink October, right? Where there's a will, there is a way, right? You just have to be willing to work through it. Let me give you another example. I know some of these things sound silly, but we have to work through even the little things in our lives, or what people would consider the little things, right? So, before we moved into this house, I lived in a 1,200 square foot row home, okay? Townhouse. My parents' house is the size of my house now, but I didn't have to clean my parents' house by myself, right? So when we moved into this house, I was getting really frustrated because I was like, I can't keep this house clean. Everybody is, as soon as you clean it, everybody's just moving throughout it and making it messy again. It was really overwhelming me. It was like really frustrating me, right? And so I had to like literally sit with myself and say, you know what? You can handle this, girl. You can keep this house clean, right? You can do this. Now, how can you do it in a way where you won't be feeling like you're having to clean this big ass house every day, and getting overwhelmed and getting frustrated and taking it out on the people that are making it messy, right? So I really had to shift who I was internally. I had to say, you know what? If I want a bigger house eventually, I got to be able to take care of this one. I manifested this home. Surely I can adapt, right? But it took me saying adapt. It took me being intentional with it to do it. Because otherwise I was still just forcing it. So you can adapt and change and create any reality that you want, right? That you want. All right. Before I became a wife, I had to see myself as a wife. I had to actually be expressing it. emotionally, mentally, verbally. I had to be expressing it. My actions had to start aligning with it, right? So if you want to have kids and you still want to pursue your education, I have seen plenty of people do it. Okay, so you're scared about being pregnant and the anxiousness. Oh no, my darling, right? So see, right now you're already like conjuring up this anxious energy. You don't want to do this, okay? You don't want to do this. Someone says scared about being pregnant and the anxiousness affecting the baby. You don't have to worry about that, okay? Let's think about what you do want. Let's think about the beautiful things that are happening for you, right? Let's think about those things, okay? Think about how wonderful and joyous it's going to be to have that baby. A lot of times people want to manifest, but they're so busy thinking about the things that they don't want to happen. And unfortunately, when what you think about, you create. What you think about, you create. I need y'all to tap on the screen for me really quickly. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Think about what we want, okay? You should be focused on this beautiful, healthy baby. You should be focused on what you're going to name it. You should be focused on enjoying the pregnancy. You should be focused on the clothes that how you're going to do the nursery. Focus on those things. Okay? If you don't want to deal with anxiety, don't think about it. Right? She's right. I'm afraid of my relationship failing and then I'm affecting it negatively. Yeah. I've done that. I've been there. I've done that. We create our reality. And a lot of times we're simply operating out of fears because of our old traumas, right? We're operating out of, the conditioning that we had growing up. And when we're doing that, we're not really being intentional. We are just on autopilot. And you can't do that when you're trying to manifest intentionally. Okay, you can't do that when you're trying to manifest intentionally. Someone said, I had 4 under 10 and managed. You can do this. Wow, yes. What can I do for my hyperventilating anxiety around cleaning? It's stuck energy of a depression. Yes. So you have to disrupt that. You have to disrupt that cycle that you're in, right? So if you give me an example of what happens. So you go to clean something and then you hyperventilate. Someone says, I believe that I do start thinking about anxiety before I'm even anxious. Yeah, it's just a program. Like it's something that you're used to doing. So you do it. It's just like people who live paycheck to paycheck. You're used to living paycheck to paycheck. And now every week you're stressing towards the end of that second week, right? Because you have been accustomed to, I need you guys to show out. What's going on? What be happening? How come y'all stop? Right? If you're asking questions, if you're receiving knowledge, you should be doing this. This is helping get the message to the masses, guys. That's how I need you guys to help support me. Okay? Thank you in advance. All right? Thank you in advance. Okay? Krista says, I get stuck and freeze. I literally can't function. I sit on the couch in agony wanting to do something. Are you in my mentorship program? All right. Look in the description. There is a link for the Complete Identity Shift program. This program comes with weekly mentorship meetings, right? But inside of this program, the first thing you're going to do is the 30-day Become Unstuck challenge. This is for people who don't know what to do. This is for people who do know what to do but can't move. This is for people who do not know their purpose. This is for people who are conditioned and programmed and who want to shift. Right? Okay? Because that's what's happening. You're in a program. Right? We have to override the program. That's it. We have to override the program. Okay? Yes, it is possible. I had to place management in my day to cope. It works. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like y'all knew exactly what they were talking about with the cleaning. I recommend a game. I get so stressed by the clutter building. Yes. Oh, okay. Is that what they're saying? They get overwhelmed by the cleaning? Let's see. Make a cleaning scavenger hunt. Got to put something away of each color. Something. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. It's only in my own room. I feel overwhelmed. Then I feel very much like getting a panic attack. Okay. So, there are some people who deal with things like this. You may want to minimalize your room, number one. Minimalize everything that you have. Do you really need everything that you have, right? If cleaning and clutter overwhelms you, let's first of all deal with that, right? Closets help, right? What can you keep behind walls or indoors that you can put away so that what you see majority of the time is not, overwhelming you, right? Number one. Number two, I have something like this too, because before I can start my teachings, when I'm getting everybody out the house and I get my little one to school, but I have to go and tidy up downstairs, right? I have to tidy up my place so that I can feel like I can come up here and do some work. So it's a mind thing. It's a clarity thing, right? So, and another thing that helps me is I put a timer on my cleaning sometimes. Okay. So I'll do this. I'll say, okay, I'm going to set the clock for, you could do 20 minutes. You could do 30 minutes. You could do an hour. But that means I'm going to be up here in this room for this amount of time. Then I'm going to be over here for this amount of time. When that timer goes off, it is what it is. Now, it's my job, it's my duty to be in there making movement, intentional movement, and getting everything that I can done at that time, right? And once you do this enough, it will get easier, and it'll be something that you can utilize to help manage that. But you have to start considering and perceiving the cleaning as something else, because right now, however you're perceiving it is overwhelming you. So perception is everything. Okay, perception is everything. So yes, start with minimalizing. Yes, I constantly feel like, oh, okay, create a small system daily. Yes, we can rewrite the whole program. We have been programmed. Yes, we need to rewrite the whole program. Absolutely. Mwah, thank you for that, Sherry. Mwah, thank you so much. I deal with health anxiety, and I'm guessing that's what has affected me. Okay. And you're saying, when you say you deal with health anxiety, are you worried about your future health? Anxiety is you're worried about things, negatively happening in the future. Are you sick now? Are you anticipating getting sick? Or what is it? This stuff can go so many ways. I constantly feel like I'm going to have a panic attack. I'm anxious 24/7, waiting for it to happen. And you will continue to be waiting for it as long as you say you are waiting for it. Remember, your words are power, guys. Your words are power. Okay, your words are power. So please remember that. If you want to change something in the 3D world, you have to shift internally first. right? You have to shift internally first. Okay. Do we have any other questions? I want to get to the board. There was someone, well, a lot of you guys are saying you deal with anxiety and depression, or anxiety mainly. Do we have anybody in here that's dealing with anxiety? Give me a red heart. Let me see a red heart. How do you shift like you were saying? Michelle, if you do not have the complete identity shift program, you need it. Okay, go here, click there. You know how to reach it on my page, right? But it's called the Complete Identity Shift Program. And it literally has step-by-step instruction. All right, step-by-step instruction. I know that I'm going to get here to the board, but you guys on YouTube, I don't think that you guys can read. I think it's turned around. The words are turned around for you guys. So I may have to turn the entire camera around in the middle of our, they snap TikTok in the middle of our conversation. Yes. Okay. Let me flip this around, and I am going to show you guys on the board how to control that anxiety and that depression. All right. If you're dealing with anxiety, let me see a thumbs up so I know how many people are in here dealing with it. If you deal with anxiety, let me see a thumbs up.